is Gary Stauber, and I started with Dreampower about 14 years ago. And I just felt like we needed a driving program. And I think the reason I really wanted to start it, because driving is fun. You'll hear that from a lot of people. And it's only recently when I've been going to these workshops at Path that I realized how therapeutic it is. Some of our clients have no idea that it's impacted them therapeutically, but they come here sad, depressed, carrying the weight of the world on their shoulders, are frustrated with PTSD or whatever's going on in their life. They get in that cart, all those things leaves them. They end up grooming the horse at the end, and they just forget about the world around them. And it's kind of like a reset button that they're pushing and getting a fresh start for the week on life. And it happens to everyone who ends up driving. We have a lot of candidates who come here that just are unable to ride any longer. And interaction with the horse kind of starts and stops with grooming, and they can't do much more until we started the driving program. And we really wanted a bigger connection. There is a lot of adrenaline that happens when you're in that cart and it starts trotting around the arena, or even when it's walking and you're making the controls or whatever. I just saw that it fit a whole new different demographic of clientele that couldn't necessarily ride, that we could put them inside of a cart and it would work for them. I just pushed back and I said, I'm going to do this. I want to start this program.
When I could no longer do the volunteer stuff, it was because my legs weren't working well enough. I didn't have enough control. I was losing contact and muscle response and so on and so forth. And it was very, very slow. But in this personal growth group, we meet Friday mornings, and about a year ago, I noticed Gary out in the arena doing some driving. Well, wouldn't you know, here it is right in front of me. I don't have to go put together equipment. It's all here. What's more is that I can do it. It's something I can do. I can connect to the horse. I didn't know whether I could or not anymore because of not being safe on the ground. Here I am sitting in the cart with the reins, and I'm connecting to the horse. The horse hears me. The horse responds to what I say. And it's fun.
So it comes to mind as a gentleman that's been driving just a very short while, and actually he's very new to horses. And one of the things that happened is when he started driving, this excitement to ask a horse to come G, which means to turn right, and the excitement on his face when the horse turns right. And I say, come ha, teach him, say come ha, and the horse turns left, the slight movement of his hands, and the horse comes around. And this gentleman is in the later stages of life, and he feels kind of worthless at times and doesn't have an impact, and maybe everything didn't work out well in the early parts of his life. And to see him empowered now, and to feel like he has impact, and then when he begins grooming the horse at the end, what happens is a connection to the horse. A lot of times with children with autism, they have to be modeled empathy. With adults, we've learned it our whole life, having empathy for the horse and caring, and it's a connection where they're giving, I hope you don't use this, they're giving back and forth to the, excuse me. The connection that's made between the client and the horse is one that's empathy in both ways. Suddenly the person connects and realizes they're providing that horse care, and suddenly it comes back to them. It's very powerful.
It's an extremely supportive environment. Everybody is here to help. Everybody is here to help everybody else. Nobody is looked down upon or frowned upon or anything else. Everybody is equally seeking something better. and everybody is supporting other people on their road to whatever that better can be.
So quite often I tend to be a little bit self-centered and do things that please me a lot of times, and it's just the way I am, and I know that that's not good. But the therapeutic side of this place impacts every volunteer, including me, and you can't help but be impacted when you see it helps others, and kind of get you off your own focus of being self-centered and realizing that you are here to help others. And to do that is the biggest reward you could ever get for yourself.